frequencies. Welcome back to Case Closed, Anime Review, episode number 192. You'll probably, before I announce the episode, you're probably thinking, Nick, is this the same shirt you wore last episode? It just by sheer coincidence I managed to pull this out of my drawer. Sadly. Now, this episode, we're covering just one. Of course, we're covering the new episode that came out just today. Yeah, you're thinking, really, Nick? You reviewing a brand new episode, Case Closed, the day it comes out? Wow, that's a rarity nowadays, given the fact you had a lot of anime review the last few months. Which, that is actually true. This episode is discussing episode 1080, The Black Organization Scheme Identity. Now, this episode is really good. I had to do this because it was the first one popped on my Crunchyroll. I gotta watch this first because I've been looking. This was an arc that I've been looking forward to adaptation of this arc for 2 years, and I just could not miss the finale. So, in the case this episode, which by the way adapts from chapters 1065 and 1066. So, I think I left last time where Carmel is still on Okuto Island with Jin, Vaka, Korn, Todori, Kerr, and Vermouth chasing after him. Yes, 6 people chasing after one guy. Oh, and fun fact, these are the main agents we actually see from the Black Organization. We see the whole series. Plus, we hear from Rum. Yes, so apparently we find Andre where he is actually inside of a cafe. And he apparently made some sacks and he spread some coffee beans out, got some straws and buried himself in the dirt. Though before he leaves, he knows that they have found him. Apparently they didn't see the flashlight, which is strange. I would think because they saw a light in the cafe they would look in there immediately, but nope, they just casually walk in there like it's nothing. Oh, by the way, the paradoxing here is 2 people who don't work together normally in the series. Vaka and Chiti. Yes. The beautiful assassin. Yes, Chiti is a very beautiful woman. Yeah, that's one thing I noticed about these 3 ladies here. All these women are hot. And if you ask me who's the hottest, it's Vermouth. And the fact that she's obviously basically showed the fact that with the outfit she's wearing shows up, hey, I'm hot. I'm basically the sex appeal of this group. And I bet Chidori's like, really? I thought I was the sex appeal. And Kerr is probably like, I do not want to get involved with it, despite the fact he's a hot woman too. So they chat for a bit about Rum, where they mention that we hear very, very interesting information about Rum. So he might be muscular, but he might be an old man, a big man, a woman, and of course a false eye. Vaka reiterates the fact that, according to Jin, the only thing about Rum is true is the fact he has a false eye. And Andre remembers that, and that comes to play a role at the end of the episode. So, he actually steps on, he's told to leave, so he actually steps on a coffee bean where the shelf he's near gets shot, and then of course he runs out, and then of course they're stopped by the coffee beans, like, what's on the ground? Oh, it's coffee beans. Then he proceeds to bury himself on the ground, and then somehow they kind of knew he was going to do this by his own ninja trick to bury himself on the ground with stick a straw underneath. Straw. So, they proceed to try to burn the damn island to the ground. Yes, burn the damn thing. And this, of course, draws a fireboat. Of course, he gets out. He gets off the island. He gets to one of the docks. I think this might be the main one they used last episode. I believe so. Don't quote me on that. So, he gets out there. And, of course, they see him running. Of course, shoot him in the heart. He's the guard. Of course, he runs and then... Before he left, basically, he does mention he took some copy with him, which just comes to play. So, he gets shot and basically blown in the water. And then, of course, we have Aki who shows up, disguised as Subaru, and he proceeds to fire his sniper rifle off. Fire up the gun, fire up the ground, and look like he knocks off Kerr's hat. Yes, seriously. He knocks off her hat to prove the fact this is mean business. I'm sure he knows that she's there. He already knows that she's there. I mean, do I think he did it on purpose? probably just for attention. And it's like, okay, we got to fire back, but oh crap, the fireboat's like, and Jin's like, fine, we'll leave. Call the boat, pick us up. And Hydra proceeds to swim away, and of course we have Conan and Aki pose as father and son, which I thought was so funny. Couldn't catch anything, or so much about gunfire. And then we see Andre back at the Kudo house, where he gets himself a haircut. The long hair he had, trimmed down. Yeah. Like, oh, he looks more handsome now with the fact he's got short hair. And Conan is questioned about the fact that he's seen the guy before. And Kura is wondering, oh crap, is this before we had to fake the guy's death? And Conan is basically, I saw him 2 years ago via photo, where it's him and Aki, and it was sent to him via rum. And he left a message, kill these two. And apparently in flashback it's shown that apparently Carmel accidentally, Andre Carmel broke Aki's cover by accident. And of course, for his detective skills, and then of course, basically, like Andre relays information to everybody else. Like, this might be interesting. Yep, and it's great wrap up here, but we're not done with the episode just yet because we do see Rum. We see what he looks like. He puts on, and then he gets to a stop, but he gets sort of there. He puts on a wig. He puts on a surgical eye patch, a fake mustache, and buck teeth. Now, I kind of revealed this in the manga. I did a review of this a little over 2 years ago. Yeah, it's the guy who was claimed to be Mori's apprentice, the rat guy. Yeah, he is Rum. And Conan's met the guy. Yes. Who would have thunk this guy is Rum? And he's dropped off. This is a guy who's the second command of a criminal organization like the Black Organization. And he works as a sushi chef. Yes. And he shows up like, hey boss, can we help you prep? And we do see he looks, yeah, the fact he works at the restaurant right next to the Mori Detective Agency. Yeah, so he's right near Conan. Of course, we don't see the Para Cafe, which actually is below that. So we have two restaurants next to each other. Yeah, this is something we normally don't see in real life. We have two restaurants right next to each other. One is a cafe, the other is a sushi restaurant. But this one definitely was a great episode. I loved it. I love this story arc. One of the reasons, it's not 3 chapters. That's number one. Number two is the Black Organization, who are the main villains of this damn series. And yet, this is the first time they've actually opened the anime in, like, a few years. Now, if you're curious, when was the last time the Black Organization was involved in the anime? Why? Not for a long freaking time. Well, yes, they're involved in the detective show where Vermont poses them. But as for basically a big stage one, I would probably say something like this. I would probably say first time since 2017 in terms of the anime. Oh yes, there was also stuff involving Search Murray-chan that was basically involving, I would say, this grand scale. This per se, you could say maybe it was the Shapochi Amuro. Not this one. No. I would probably say it was probably the Scarlet Return was the last really big one like this. Yeah. You could say possibly not one per se. But in the case of Chi and Like, I would probably say, last time Vaca were involved in the anime was actually back in 2017. So it's been a good 6 years since I took part in an actual story in the terms of the anime. Yep. But yeah, this definitely was a great episode. I loved it. Okay, so that's the episode of you. Next episode of Common Core, and I'll call it a night. Okay, next video. Bye.